Hi, Anaya here, and in today's 15-minute maintenance class, I am going to teach you some exercises all for your knees, how to bulletproof your knees. So let's get going. All you will need is a cushion to kneel on, or you might have some clothing that you can pad out your knee. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to start down on the floor into kneeling, and you're going to pop your left knee onto the cushion. So you're going to start in this position, in a 90-90 kneeling position. So your foot is parallel roughly to your knee. The knee is underneath your hip. Your right knee is out with the foot underneath it. Your pelvis is in a centered position. Your spine is elongating and lifting up. Your core is going to be engaged now. So back passage to front passage, gently engage. And I want you just to gently tip up that pubic bone up towards your chest. And if you're unsure what your pubic bone is, it's that bony protrusion right down at the tip of your pelvis, at the bottom of the pelvis, and you can feel that. So you're going to tuck that pubic bone upwards, and what that does for you is to open up the front of your quads. The quads are at the front of your thigh, and what that does is stretch out the quads more. So you're going to keep tucking, and then release. And we do that again. So you're going to curl, lifting that pubic bone up. And today we're going to look at the front, as we are now, the back in a second, the hamstrings, the outer aspects of your leg and the inner aspects of your leg, which all contribute to tensional pulls on your knee. So we're going to be focused very much on the upper leg today, and then release. One more, curling. See how that side feels. Excellent. And then release. And then now we're going to add on. You're going to go into the curl. Take your left arm up. Hold it there. Make sure your arm is in front of you, not too far behind that you're bending backwards. Now, I want you to bend to the side. So you're going to bend to the side on your right. So you're flexing the spine towards your right side without arching in the back or extending in the back, and then release. So you're going to get a double whammy. You're getting your front of your thighs and you're getting your side of your thighs all stretched. So again, curl the pubic bone up towards your heart, arm floats up. Glide into that stretch towards your right, feeling that stretch coming in on the left side. Holding that position, and then release and let go. Good. Let's do the other side. So kneeling, left foot lifts up. So you're here now. I'll come and face forward. And you're going to find as best of position as you can in that 90-90 position. Well done. And now curl. Core engage. Lift that pubic bone up towards your heart. It's opening up that front of the thigh. Some of you might be feeling it up here. You might be feeling it down towards the knee. You might be feeling all of it. So just see how this side compares to the other. Release that tension. We go again and curl. Lifting that pubic bone up. Sensing that pubic bone lifting up towards your heart. And then release. Let's now go into the curl. Lift your arm up. Lift that right arm up. Make sure the arm isn't pulling back too much, that your chest sticks out. Take the arm further forward. Go into a side bend. The hand is on your ribs to help you. My hand anyway is on my ribs to help me, just to feel the ribs flush down towards the pelvis. And you can do the same too. Into that side bend. Try not to overly drop into that left side, but lifting yourself up and away. On that left side, it's like both sides of your waist are flexing and supported in an upright position. And then down we go again. Curl the pubic bone up, arm comes up. Last one, into that side bend, feeling the tensional pull onto the right hip, at the side perhaps as well, and then come out of it and then release that. From there, we're going to come onto all fours. So I'm just going to put the cushion away and coming onto all fours and just sensing how you feel there on all fours. The hands are below the shoulders, the knees are below your hips. Crown of the head away from tail. Engage now through the pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Good. From here, curl the pubic bone towards your chest. That arcs the spine. Then gently bring your head down. So it sends your spine into an arc, into a rainbow. Strong abdominal connection. Feeling that pull of the pubic bone towards your heart, it opens up the front of the hips. And now control The pelvis and the spine on the way back, as you find your back of your head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the pelvis. Again, it's not on a flat plane, but your head is the highest point. Good. Now we do it again. Curl the pubic bone in towards your heart, opening up the front of the hips. The hip bones pull back away from the thighs. And you're into that rainbow position, arc of the spine. Hands aren't pushing. And then you return. Good. Now our focus is going to be on to the inner thigh. Find your core connection, balancing your body as you slide your left leg behind you. Take it out to the side now. Now, what I'm going to show you now is this. So, fix my mat a little bit better for you to see. So, the foot is out to the side as best as you can. I'm going to roll onto the outer border of my foot. The spine is staying lovely and elongated. Good. So from here, core connection, and from here you're going to shift back. Can you shift your body weight back and then come forwards? How does this feel onto the hip, the hamstrings and the inner thighs? Sense how you feel there. Keep lifting your inner arch up. Now if your leg needs to be slightly lower, that's fine. If the leg needs to be higher up, that's okay too. Adjust yourself and find the best for you. Back and forth, back and forth. Excellent for those inner thigh stretching, which can pull your kneecap out, funnily enough. So inner thighs can spiral the kneecap out, whereas the outer aspect of your thigh can get tight and bring the kneecap in. So do your last one of those. Good, and then come back. Slide that leg behind you and bring it back underneath you. We'll do the other side. So I'll come and face forwards for this one. So, core engage. Send that right leg out to the side. Hook and drop down through the outer aspect of your foot. Lift up the inner aspect of your foot. And then you're going to shift back and forth. Shift back and forth. Good. So, core is engaged. And sensing how your right side is responding. Does it feel different compared to the left? Keep going. 4 more. Keeping that stability in your spine. And you might feel like you're slightly sticking your bottom out, particularly through that right side. Last one. Well done. Come back. Slide that leg back underneath you. Good. And then sit back towards your heels. Well done. And then coming up. Now we're going to focus on the hamstrings. The hamstrings can, when tight, really tuck yourself under and chronically have your knees bent, basically putting much more strain onto the kneecap at the front, at the top. So you're going to start yourself into this 90-90 position again. Now, pad your knee out. So let's pad your right knee and have your left out. So I'm with you, I'm not mirroring you at this stage. Now, we're going to try to go down into the starter's blocks. So pretend starter's blocks, you're a sprinter. Some people find this quite difficult, so they need to prop themselves up. So if you've got a chair nearby or you've got a couple of yoga blocks that you can use, then try that. From here, lift your spine. It's like you're sticking your bottom out and stick your chest out, core engage. You're going to shift your body weight back and shift it forward. You're shifting back and shifting forward. Now imagine your hamstrings are like an elasticated band from the back of your knee towards your sit bone. So as you go back, you're tensioning that. You don't want to completely extend your leg and then your back arches. You want to keep the spine lengthened in a neutral position as you go back and forwards. Now, if you're struggling down on the floor, you can come up and still do what I'm doing now. With your hands onto the knees, but I'm trying to keep my spine lovely and elongated. The knee is staying bent on the way back to allow a better tensional stretch onto the hamstrings. Good. Now I want you to come forwards again. Pause there. Glide your foot slightly forwards. Hook the heel down and lift your toes. Keep the knee bent. Now from here, stick your bottom out. You're going to rotate that leg out and rotate that leg in. Rotating out and rotating in. Rotating out and in. And your pelvis doesn't shift from side to side. So as I'm rotating that leg out and in, I'm not swinging my hips. It's a sense of thigh bone turns out, thigh bone turns in, thigh bone turns out, thigh bone turns in. Good. Now, bring that foot back underneath you. And then we're going to go forwards and back. As you go forwards, keep your heel down. As you come back, keep your toes down. Has there been a change in your hamstrings? Hopefully, you feel a little looser. Good. Slow it down, come back and roll up. Use your abdominals to do so. Let's swap over to the other side. So placing, I'll swap around this way so you can still see me. So we're up into the 90-90 position, right side out, core engaged, spine elongating. Let's come down into the sprinter's blocks. We're going to go back and then come forwards. We're going to go back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards. How is your right side behaving? Good. Is it different? Does it feel harder? Well done. Slow it down. Come to that point. Slide your right foot forwards. Hook the heel down. Remember, keep that knee bent. So whichever you prefer to be further up or down, that's up to you. Now, rotate that leg out. Rotate the leg in. Rotate the leg out. Rotate the leg in. Now, still try to stick your bottom out. Still try to lift your chest because that increases the tension. But equally, do not worry if you're in a rounded position and you're still feeling the tension or stretch. It might just mean that you have so much tension going on in your hamstrings that it's not allowing you to keep a lengthened spine. Now, that might be some place that you need to work on to find better relief through your knees. Good. Then bring that leg back now, and then go forwards and back. Does that feel different? If not, it's not the end of the world, okay? It takes time for the fluidity to permeate and to happen into the body. Good. Come forwards, good. Pause, and then re-establish the spine on top. Well done. Now, from there, let's come back into 4-point kneeling again. So back with hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spine elongating between the points. Good. Back of the head, highest point, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis, core engage. And then we're going to curl the pubic bone towards the heart. And then the head drops down. Strong abdominal connection. Breath in, breath out, lengthen. How does this feel on your back? Now we've released inner thighs, the front, the back, and the sides of the body. Curling in. And out. One last one, and there, and back. Good. Now, a little bit of added stretch for the sides of the body is that you're going to bring your legs forwards. Bring your right knee forwards and turn it out, and bring your left leg clip back. So, from this position here, you're going to sit back. Now, if you find sitting back like this really hard, I'll make this less complicated. Uncross your legs. Bring your left foot back. If you can, take your right up and forwards. If you have that chair nearby, you can sit on your chair and do this. If you've got a block nearby, sit on your block and do this. So you're right up onto the sit bone, crown of the head up. You can feel the stretching going onto the sides of the thighs perhaps now. Now take your left hand. Turn your body towards the right, and you're going to press, palm facing in, press the hand into the thigh, and that spirals and twists you towards the right. Inhale there. Exhale, soften and relax that pressure through your hand. It's all to do with the arm, nothing to do with your back muscles. So can you press the arm? It's the back of the shoulder working for you. It stretches out the side of your thigh and then release. Good. Do a little unwind, turning towards the left. Press the hand gently into that knee or the arm and then release. Let's do the other side. So uncross, the right leg comes under now, the left goes on top. Let's see how the glutes are responding. Just gently turn yourself towards your left. The left hand reaches behind you, the right hand palm facing down. Push of that arm into the thigh and then release. And again. And release. How's that feeling on that side? Good. Couple of those and then we twist. And then we release. Good. Uncross your legs. You can bring them into a diamond sit where your feet are together, knees are apart. Take your arms out and we're going to pretend that we're hugging a giant tree. So curl the pubic bone in towards you. Head comes down towards the pubic bone. Fingertips come in towards each other. And then lengthen up, reach your arms. So from this angle here, your back of your head, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis, and curling inwards. And lifting up. And curling inwards. And lifting up. Well done. Bring your feet at hip distance apart, knees are bent. Place your hands to the back of your legs and just do a little lift now through your heart. Chin stays soft to your throat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and release. Well done. Thank you for joining me for this maintenance and conditioning class, and keep an eye out for the next one. Remember to keep your regular MOT of Pilates going throughout the week, and that should help you to relieve tension and pain and keep you active for longer later in life. Thanks a lot for joining. Bye.